Hey there, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a surprising development in the 2020 presidential race, as Trump's lead has widened following Biden's debate debacle. Let's dive into the details. As per the latest Time Siena poll, Joe Biden's lead has significantly narrowed since August, and 5% of voters now support President Trump instead of leaning towards him. However, what truly stands out is that 17% of voters switched their support from Biden to Trump. This shift is primarily due to voters expressing disappointment with Biden's performance during the first debate and his stance on the Supreme Court. Now, let's discuss what this means for the upcoming debates. Some experts believe that Biden still has a chance to win back those disgruntled voters if he can deliver a strong performance in the remaining debates. But keep in mind, there are also 19% of voters who decided not to vote for either candidate following these debates. So, what does all this mean for the election? It looks like Trump could be facing a tougher re-election campaign than initially anticipated. We're going to discuss Trump advisors and their hopes for Joe Biden, as well as the potential alternate candidates they're considering for the presidential race. As you may have heard, some Trump advisors are hoping that Joe Biden decides to stay in the race, simply because they're eager to see him stumble and make mistakes. You see, it's not so easy for a 77-year-old to maintain good health and stamina, and with each passing day that Biden remains in the race, there's a higher chance that he could encounter a health issue. What do these advisors see as an even better scenario? A potential alternate candidate replacing Biden on the Democratic ticket. One name that keeps coming up is Stacey Abrams. She's a fierce competitor who ran against Brian Kemp in 2018, but unfortunately lost by just 55,000 votes out of 3 million cast. Abrams has been vocal about her desire to run for president one day, but according to some insiders close to her campaign, she might be open to becoming vice president if Biden drops out of the race. The Supreme Court's recent ruling on immunity and how it could potentially help Donald Trump face off against all the criminal charges against him. So let's get started. Back in January of this year, the Supreme Court made a significant decision that granted immunity to those who serve or have served as the President of the United States. This ruling effectively dismissed two criminal cases against Donald Trump, one for election fraud and the other for a tax investigation. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office announced that they would no longer pursue charges against Trump based on his alleged fraudulent real estate transactions, because his actions occurred while he was serving as president. Similarly, a judge in Georgia dismissed indictments against Trump in his state's election fraud case because it was filed after he left office. So what does this mean for Trump? Well, it now looks like he won't have to face any criminal charges while running for president. And if he manages to win and serves another term, he could potentially remain immune for another 4 years. The Supreme Court's ruling during Trump's term, which has deeply divided the court. Let's dive in. The Supreme Court had a challenging term, and it seemed to only worsen with Trump's immunity ruling. This decision was a turning point for the court, leading to divisions between conservative justices. As we move forward, we can anticipate even more disagreement among these judges. The recent ruling by the Supreme Court on Trump's immunity has significantly impacted the court's dynamics. This decision not only highlighted differences between conservative justices, but also drew attention to disagreements among more liberal judges. What was initially thought to be a unified conservative bench might now appear more divided than ever before. It seems that this term was a game changer for the Supreme Court. We can expect to see more disagreements between justices as they tackle significant cases in the coming years. This could potentially lead to more 5- for decisions and a sense of division within the court that hasn't been seen in recent memory. Thanks for joining me in this discussion about the Supreme Court's divisions during Trump's term. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging content like this one. Until next time, stay informed.